Hi everybody, this is the first time I'm posting a video on my own. Usually it's my daughter posting stuff on my channel, but this time this is on my own. This is kind of I guess you can say it's a personal one made public. For the reason to that is I'm calling out my estranged brother Kent. Real name Kent Lamond Carter. On YouTube he's known as Kent C Aka Burnout. He's a underground rap artist and a possible graffiti artist, I think. I'm not sure, but this is to Kent. Kent, this is your brother, your estranged brother. Haven't seen you in a number of years. You know, there's reasons why I'm calling you out, but I'll get there. The last time I saw you, you wanted to start a fight with me because when you got out of jail or prison for burglary and breaking and entering, I asked you, what is your next moves in life? And you got mad. Why would you let that trigger you? And why would you let that bother you? I just ask you something simple, okay? You walked out on Dad. It was before 2020. I recall. I recall. Before 2020, and you have a niece, you have a nephew, and they don't know you because you're not around, but you ought to get to know them. You went from Buddhism to Satanism, and that's not good. Spiritually, that's not good, man. And I follow you. I see your videos all the time. I watch them. And you're enjoying life somehow. You're enjoying time of your life. There was a time I almost reunited with your mother, and didn't go through because she said she needed to go back to Egypt. She said she had a place in Egypt, and even last time I talked to her, she said she hasn't talked to you. You need to get back in touch with your mom. My mom and I have our ups and downs, but I'm not going to get into detail. The last text from you I got when I was just trying to reach out and say hello, what's up, how you doing? And you just reached out saying, don't ever contact me again because you walked out on me when you could have fight me like a man, bitch. Remember that? I remember that text very well. You should have not done that. You need to understand that us brothers in life should never fight each other no matter what. They may disagree, there may be conflict, but at the end they should reconcile. They should work out their things. They should work out their problems. You dissing Snoop Dogg, you're dissing a rap legend, a legend who can come back at you lyrically worse. I guarantee that. There was a video that you posted before. You were criticizing women in Texas. Why would you do that? You got some views on it, and they're probably looking at you and go, wow, what an asshole. And I would have to agree with them that posting that video, you were an asshole about it. Your collaborations with Blind Fury, MC Jin, Sadat X, I knew about that one, a phone freestyle, and then Bizarre from D12, and you're probably doing music. Kent, I looked you up. You have a warrant for your arrest in Henderson. You need to take care of that. Okay, you need to take care of your warrant, and you need to find a way to do that. I look you up. I do my research. Okay, I would like to get a response from you. Okay, and I'm not trying to rehash the past or anything like that. The reason for this video, trying to reach out to you, is because I don't have your number. I don't know your email. if I knew your current number, I'd probably give you a call. I tried Googling your number so I can reach you, but none of them went through. So this is my last resort to try to reach out to you. Our dad he's having a lot of health problems. He's under a walker. He's under a wheelchair, under an oxygen machine, getting help from nurses and me. And you're not around for it. You don't know what's going on. You are not around for it. And of course, our dad grieves because you are not around. You abandoned us. We didn't abandon you. You abandoned us. It's very irrelevant. It's very unfortunate and it's egregiously wrong of you to do that. Okay. Kent, we need to talk. Okay. The reason for the talk is we need to reconcile. Okay. Because sooner or later, chances are I'm going to be the only family you got left on dad's side. Okay. You also have another nephew named Roman, but Roman's not around. Okay. Ever since Thomas died, you came around briefly, but you walked back out of our lives, right? I don't know why. So I'm not asking for a fight. I'm asking you to be fair and respond. You need to remember I'm your brother. To everyone that's watching this, that follows Kent C Aka Burnout. He also has a channel called KetchupCZinski. He did some recordings under the channel .com Age of Deception. Probably another channel called Gus Flemning and Yankee Doodle. I know about those. I follow those. I even try to comment on your videos saying I need to talk to you, but you ignored me, right? If I can give you some advice, stop running, turn back, let's talk. You're going to have to stop running sooner or later. Let's talk, man. Look, I'm not asking for conflict. I'm not asking for a fight. I'm just asking for reconciliation, compromise. Let's work this out. Let's start over. Let's rebuild. All I'm asking. I will await for your response. I'm calling you out.